This is a review of last night's HBM's Crypto-Corner for November 24th, 2010. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I thought it was a pretty great show. Abe Del Rio and I were the co-hosts, and we talked about the activity in my area. I played some vocalizations and also some wood knocks. I played some recordings of those. And we discussed those. We discussed what they could be, what they could not be. I don't know what they were. You know, I'm not making any claims on them. I'm just saying this is what I've recorded in the area. We also talked about the baiting that I've been doing. Well, the feeding, I should say. I've been feeding these Sasquatches, possibly. And they have been feeding or eating the food I've been putting out, some of the food I've been putting out, things like that. We talked about the different things that I've used. There were no callers, but we did get some great questions from the chat room from folks, and we really appreciate the folks who participated by asking questions in the chat room. We really appreciate that, and we really enjoy hearing from you guys. We also talked about some recent happenings, some of the upcoming Strange Days of Bob Saget segment. We talked about the upcoming Oregon Sasquatch Symposium that'll be coming up next June. We also talked about we also talked about the recent Fact or Faked episode about the Memorial Day footage. So all in all, it was a pretty great show. I think it was a great show. I enjoyed doing it. I know that Abe enjoyed being part of it, and I want to thank you, Abe, for helping me out last minute there. My original guest co-host was going to be Darren Richardson, but he couldn't make it, so Abe stepped in at last minute, and I want to thank Abe for that. Anyway, we'll be back. HBMs will be back in December, late December, with a year in review show. It'll be 8 Eastern, 7 Central. It'll be December 27th. www.blogtalkradio.com/HBMs-crypto-corner. This weekend, I'm not sure what shows or I'm not sure what guests are going to be on the various shows, such as Night Callers, Squash Detective Radio, and Bigfoot Busters. But the whole thing will start at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. It'll start out with Night Callers, www.blogtalkradio.com/nightcallers. Then it'll continue with Squash Detective Radio at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/thesquashdetective. And then finally, Bigfoot Busters, www.blogtalkradio.com/BigfootBusters at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what Abe has planned for next Monday. But it begins at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/MNBRT. As always, with all these shows, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research.